Okay, so sorry about the air conditioning sound, but it needs to stay on because it's Hawaii and it's hotter than fuck. So today, I have a little bit of a PSA, a little bit of a rant. It needs to be said. Things need to be taken care of because it's gone too far. So first, the story of what happened to me this weekend at my work holiday party. I took hours. Why don't you ever let me film videos, huh? I took hours to get ready for this thing. I got my hair done. Like, it took me like a long time to do my makeup. I stuffed myself into this cute ass dress that I was waiting 2 years to wear, by the way. And my night was fucking ruined. Go on. Shoo! Begone, wiener! Anyway, so I was at the holiday party and they had this like door raffle thing where your ticket to get in was like half of it was ripped off and then, you know, raffle and then you won stuff. So I won a fucking like Roomba thing. It's a Shark brand, but you know, it's a Roomba, like it, and then it, you know what I mean? So I was real happy, I was real pumped because once I move into the van, Bubba's gonna get a Roomba, like, so Merry Christmas, babushka. But so I won the Roomba, but at the time I was thinking, okay, well in the van, this isn't really gonna be beneficial. But there is this like Pelican brand cooler that are like really fucking expensive coolers that somebody is going to win. So I was over there looking at the other prizes thinking like, oh, maybe somebody will like want to trade the Roomba for whatever they get, if it'll be more beneficial for me in the van and they can have the Roomba, you know, whatever. So I'm reading like how many quarts this cooler is, and like I'm really interested in it, and I'm like, you know, looking at it, and this horrible woman. And by the way, nobody at the Christmas party knew who her or her husband were. Like, I still have no idea. I've asked around. Nobody knows who these people were. This horrible woman came up to me and just started hitting me and squeezing my arm. And she was like, "Ooh, you looking at what else you can win?" And then ran off. And like the first hit, I almost went down. Like I stumbled, like I had a cup of water in my hand, half of it like spilled on the floor. I like stumbled and like tried to catch myself, and like I didn't know what to do because like since I've had this issue, I haven't been hit in the arm. You know, so like it was a lot of pain, obviously, and like also shock, and like I didn't know like what to do. Like there was no way to like stop the pain, and I was like, no, not here. Like, why me? So I like just literally screamed and stumbled away, and she came after me and kept hitting me, grabbed my arm, and then shook it, and then said that and fucking ran away into the night. And so I like tried to like get myself together. I like stumbled over to one of the tables that had like sweets and stuff on it to where I could put this cup of water down and like start like cradling my arm, and I started crying, and some of my friends came over and they're like, "Are you okay? What happened?" Because nobody saw it, because who's looking for somebody to, I don't know, assault a cripple? And I basically had to be like helped back to the break room, which thank God it was at my workplace, because like I worked there. I could just go to my break room because you have to have a code to get in. Like I could just go in there. There was a couch and everything. So I had to be like helped, and I was like limping because of how much pain I was in. And I had to lay on the couch in the break room for like an hour and a half, and I was like crying and I was shaking, and like it was a bad fucking time. Awful. So here's the moral to the story. Here's the PSA. Here's what I want to get across. And as a disclaimer, before I start getting into this, because I know somebody's gonna be in the comment section calling me like all sorts of names, I'm sure, defending themselves because they're one of these touchy ass people. But first of all, I do not want any of this to take away from the whole Me Too movement, and I think that the whole focusing on men and telling men to stop fucking touching women is an A+ thing that we need to do. I'm a big old feminist. I think that equal pay is needed. I am a part of the LGBT community. Like, before you get on me, I'm all these things that liberal snowflakes are. Call me a snowflake beach because I'm one of a kind, okay? But here's the PSA. Stop fucking touching people. Like, you don't realize how many people touch you a day until it hurts whenever they do. And women, for whatever fucking reason, think that it's okay to just come up and constantly touch your arm, or like touch your hair, or touch your face, or touch your clothes, or ooh, look at your shoe, and pick your foot all the way up. Like, women, for whatever reason, are not held accountable for like intruding in other people's bubbles and their spaces. Men, we're getting on it now, which is good, but for whatever reason, women are never held responsible for their stupid actions like this. You don't know people, you don't know what they've been through, you don't know if they're in pain or if they have physical issues, mental issues. If somebody was assaulted and you come up and start smacking their arm or touching them in any kind of way, PTSD, that could trigger some things. Like, you don't know people. And unless you know somebody that well that like you just, it's a mutual understanding, like, oh, I can touch your hair because I fix your hair all the time, or like we're sisters, so like, oh, let me fix your bra strap. Or if you've established that kind of relationship, then that's one thing. But for a total stranger to come up and start like touching you or touching your arm or smacking you or grabbing you and shaking you is totally not fucking okay. So stop touching people. There should be at least like 1 foot radius around everybody. Don't just come up and start touching people. I had so much more to say before I sat down to film this, and it's just all gone. If you know somebody like this, call them out on their bullshit, because I don't want to get hit in the arm again. And if I ever meet them and they hit me in the arm, I'm gonna blame you. I don't know what society has taught people that, like, if a man says, oh, you have nice hair or something like that, it's an awful thing, but a woman can come up and touch you and violate you or assault you if she wants to, and she thinks it's absolutely okay. I'm not, and by the way, I'm not like standing up for men that do creepy shit. Absolutely the fuck not. But you have these extreme feminists that go after men for anything, and they always target men. And like, again, I'm not trying to take away from that fight. Like, I'm with you. Like, I got it. Like, I'm right there with you. Got a sign and I'm picketing too. But instead of just focusing on men, let's focus on fucking everybody. Everybody needs to fucking stop touching people sexually or physically, or just stop it. Keep your hands to your goddamn self. But yeah, I think that's all I have. My mind is blanking. I have no more words. I think you get the point of what I'm trying to get across. You know how they say, like, no matter how bad the night is, as long as you get a good picture, then it doesn't matter. It still fucking matters, but at least I got a good picture, or whatever. Oh, and my friends actually hunted her down afterward, like after I had already planted myself on the couch, and they were like, why did you come up and hit her? And she was like, oh, I was trying to congratulate her, I didn't know. First of all, I know I look crippled. Like, other people were telling me, you know, you really, you can't really tell. But, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's me and I look at my crippled ass every day and I'm like, wow, I'm crippled. Then, I don't know. But coming up to somebody and going, ooh, you're looking at what else you can win, and then running away is not congratulating somebody, especially whenever they almost fall over and are running from you from being hit the first time. That doesn't seem like you're congratulating someone, but let me tell you, for as mad as I am, if I had one witness that was like, no, she looked like she was doing it, like, maliciously, I'd fucking find out who she is and press charges. Like, that's how mad I am. Don't fucking touch other people. Keep your hands to yourself. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna drink some hot cocoa and watch the Hallmark Channel. Bye. Wayne, why are you always so upset about me making videos? Just let me talk to the camera. Are you worrying about my sanity?